When you've completed working in your recap, it's time to create a proposal. Just go up to the top and click on the proposal button. It takes you to a window that says select customer. I'll click on that. And it takes you to the customer catalog here. Now, in a few minutes I'll show you how to input a new customer. But for sake of this demonstration, I'm going to show you how to select an existing customer. So I have a sample customer here. I'm going to click on it. Now keep in mind we're creating a proposal here. The customer's information populates to my proposal. You go in here and type in your job or project description. I'm going to say remodel. You also want to type in the data plans. Okay, go up to the top and click Save. Now, notice how the number from the recap was transposed to the proposal. Notice the $13,895, that was the sell price or the total price in the recap. So that's how you create an estimate, and the information again transposes to here. Now, let me show you real quickly how to input a new customer in the customer catalog. I'm going to take you back home, so I'll click on the Home button. I'll go up to Customers, click on the Customer panel, and select Customer Catalog. In order to input information for a new customer, you just click the New button at the top, type in the customer's information at the top. Now I won't get into the time and material defaults and change order defaults. You can set those up too if you want, but to start with you'll just have to fill out all the fields with an asterisk here. They're the required fields. Now email isn't required, but I highly recommend that you type in their email address. And when you're all done, you save that information. Now I won't do it here, it's self-explanatory. Then I'm going to navigate back home. I'm going to navigate back to my estimate. In order to do that, I click on List Estimates. I'll click on Residential Estimate. I'm going through all the motions here. Now I was working on the proposal, so I'll go back to the proposal. Okay, next you want to input what's included in your price. So I click the Edit button here. It becomes a drop down or presents a list, and I'll click Edit Inclusions. Okay, now in order to type in your inclusions, you simply hit the New button up here and type them in. I usually say what's included in my price, like 200 amp service. Now this is for example only. I'll click the Save button to save it. Now all this is going to go in the proposal. I'll click the New button again. I'll type in a description, 10 20 amp plugs. Click the Save button. Okay, now let me show you what that does. I'll click the Back button. I'll go back to Proposal. Notice how the inclusions that I typed in are at the bottom here. Okay, so that's how you create a proposal and start with your inclusions. Next step with a proposal is to create your exclusions. So you go up here to the top, click Edit, select Edit Exclusions. Same drill like the inclusions. Now you can select from defaults, go up here, click on Select from Defaults. You can check the ones that you want to be included in your proposal. I'm just going to exclude temporary power or light. I'll check that one. Click Import Selected. And when you do, again, whatever ends up here in exclusions is going to end up on your proposal. So also you can type new ones. Click on the New button over here. It opens a dialog box. I'm going to say fixtures provided by owner. Let me check my spelling here. There we go. And you know what? I'm going to say lighting fixtures supplied or provided by owner. There we go. Click the Save button. Same drill. If you want to put more exclusions in here, you can just keep adding them, clicking the New button. Now, click the Back button here. Go back to Proposal. Once again, you'll see that the exclusions are listed down below here now. Okay, next you do your qualifications. Click the Edit button, select Edit Qualifications. Works exactly the same as inclusions and exclusions. Click on Select from Defaults. Go down here and check the ones that you want to end up on your proposal. In this case, I'm going to say all work to be performed during normal working hours. There's a lot of good ones in here. You can check the ones you want. Cutting, patching, and painting of existing surfaces by others. Again, just go in here, check the ones that you want. I'm going to say the price is valid for 10 working days from the proposal date. Click Import Selected at the top right. Go back to Proposal. And once again, you'll see all of your inclusions, exclusions, and qualifications at the bottom. Now here's a side note. If you want to change the order of these qualifications or anything you've typed in here, you just go over here and click View Order. Here we go. Now let's say that you want to change the order of these. Look at the instructions. Drag an item by its handle, the blue box over here. Move it up or down to set its new position. Just simply grab it, move it down, puts it in the new position, and just go back to the proposal and you'll see it was changed there. Okay, so that's how you add exclusions and qualifications to your proposal. I'm going to explain how to use the Synchronize button and why to use the Synchronize button next. Let's say that you finished your proposal and you have a number over here, the total price, and let's say that you decide that you need to make changes on your estimate. I mean any kind of change, adding materials, deleting materials, changing the markup. In this example, I'm going to go back to the recap, and I'm going to assume that I want to be a little more competitive with this estimate. It's currently set up for a markup of 20% overhead and 9% profit, and of course we see the total amount down here at the bottom, $13,895. I'm going to scroll back up. I'm going to click Edit Header. Let's say I want to be a little more competitive. I'm going to change my markup to 15% overhead and save it. Of course, when I do, it changes the total price of the estimate. When I change the total price of the estimate, I need to go back to the proposal and synchronize it. I'll show you what I mean. Going back to the proposal, go up here and click the Synchronize button. When you do, it'll display how the estimate is now, where it says current line items. This is how it's set now over here. And when you synchronize it, it will change to the number you see here, where it reads synchronized line items. So I'm going to go ahead and click Synchronize. And you'll see it change the total price. So again, the purpose of Synchronize is when you've already created an estimate, or rather I should say proposal, and you want to change numbers or add materials or make any changes to your estimate, you must come back and synchronize your proposal. When you've completed your proposal and it's time to email it, you just go up here and click the Email button. When you do, it opens up a new screen. Notice that your customer's email, in this example it shows a sample mail, but your customer's email gets populated automatically to the To button. Now I highly recommend that you carbon copy yourself. You can either type in carbon copy or blind carbon copy. In this case I'm going to send a BCC or blind carbon copy to myself. Again, I highly recommend that you always type in your own email address and carbon copy yourself. Now, you have choices up here to send either HTML or PDF. I recommend that you send the document PDF. So what it'll do is it'll send a PDF document that can be opened up or saved to the recipient's computer. Now also, if you want to, you can click in here and add a message. You might type in a message for them to call you if they receive this, or call you if they have any questions. I won't type one in, I want you to know that you can. And then I'm going to send it PDF. It'll send out the email again in a PDF document, and that's how you email your proposal.